Is KBOI 2 News this morning.
Social media is our new way of communication. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, so we need to get everybody on the same page as far as the dangers, as far as the positives, the negatives. You know, what can we do to help bridge the gap between parents and kids?
It's 6:14. That's Meridian Police Officer David Gomez. He's a student resource officer at Mountain View High School who uses the power of social media to keep students safe. KBOI 2's Haley Kramer caught up with Officer Gomez to learn more about how he's using Facebook to make a difference for these students.
In the halls of Mountain View High School, students go to Officer David Gomez for help. And when they leave, they can turn to his Facebook page.
I get a lot of information on my social media from parents and from kids where they don't necessarily feel like it reaches a, let's call it a police level, but they say, hey, you know, my kid brought this to me, maybe you ought to take a look at it, and they'll send me a screenshot. And then I can take a look at it in a few seconds. Okay, I need to investigate this further or not.
And while Facebook helps Gomez keep an eye on students, it also helps him reach out to parents with posts about how to recognize and stop bullying, the dangers of texting and driving, and one major problem in schools, students sending and receiving nude pictures.
Sometimes, you know, you don't always take a parenting class. Sometimes you don't always understand your teenager. So here, seeing so many teenagers, I get front row to what really works and what doesn't work.
Officer Gomez does training all over the state with families about these uncomfortable topics to help get the communication going between parents and their children. And he's a big proponent of phone checks.
I have the ones that, oh, thanks, Gomez, my parents now checked my phone, I got it taken away. Positive reactions from students is, hey, you know, we're glad that you're watching out for us. We're glad that you know the things that we're going through.
He says his presence on social media helps him in many aspects of his job. He even has a few fake accounts that he's not afraid to let them know about.
You don't want me to see your stuff? Delete me. Don't have people on there you don't know, right? And I'm happy for them to, you know, every time I get deleted off of somebody, beautiful, right? Because I know that they're also deleting the predators who are trying to come after them.
And he wants them to know that he has their backs.
It makes a huge difference. You know, it's one of the biggest difference you can make because a lot of these kids that are troubled or have issues, they don't have anybody on their team. And all it takes is one person to care about them. And that's sometimes all the hope somebody needs.
Officer Gomez also posts about the positive things happening in the community, often calling out for donations for things like backpacks, shoes, and clothing. And he says through the power of social media, he gets them in a matter of minutes. He says he hopes to continue bringing positive change to his community. For KBOI 2 News, I'm Haley Kramer.